All right, for this first problem, we are given 6 moles of iron and we need to find out how many moles of oxygen are needed. So the first thing that you want to do is lay out that you are given moles of one material and you need to find moles of a different material. So we're going to be using what's called the mole to mole ratio. We're going to use the coefficients from the balanced equation to solve this problem. So I'm going to start with my 6 moles of iron, and I'm going to use the ratio that there are 4 moles of iron for every 3 moles of oxygen. When I use that ratio, I then will solve and find my moles of oxygen, and I'll get 4.5 moles of oxygen. I will show both setups so that you can see that, and both setups are on the answer key as well. In number 1B, we're given 624 grams of oxygen. Now, we need to find moles of a different material. If we want to find moles of a different material, we have to be in moles of the material we start with. So that means my first step is going to be to take grams of oxygen and convert that to moles of oxygen. We know from last unit that 1 mole of oxygen is equal to the molar mass. And so we can convert from grams of oxygen to moles of oxygen using the molar mass. Then, after I've done that step, the next step is then to use the mole to mole ratio. When I use the mole to mole ratio, that's going to get me from moles of oxygen over to moles of the other material. So I'm going to be using the ratio that for every 3 moles of oxygen, there are 2 moles of iron oxide. When I solve that, I'm going to get 13 moles of iron oxide. The last problem, letter C, is asking me, well, how many grams of iron do I need if I want to make 7 moles of iron oxide? So I'm going to first identify that I'm starting with my 7 moles of iron oxide. I need to get to iron. So since I'm in moles already, I can use my mole to mole ratio to get over to iron. So I've got my moles of iron oxide. I'm going to put 2 moles of iron oxide on the bottom. I'm going to put 4 moles of iron on the top. That's going to get me over to iron. Now, I need to find how many grams of iron. So now I'm going to use the molar mass of iron in order to find out how many grams of iron I have. And so that means that I'm going to multiply by the molar mass, and I'm going to get 783.02 grams of iron.